Most people think being broke is about money. But the truth is, you can give someone money, and they will still end up broke. From childhood, we are taught the wrong system. School teaches you how to work, not how to build wealth. That's why people believe job equals security. But in reality, it keeps them stuck. 1. Distraction. Every day you are distracted by your phone, by content, by noise. You open your phone for a minute and lose hours without noticing. You switch between videos, apps, messages, but you finish nothing. It feels harmless in the moment, but your focus gets weaker every day. In the end, you don't have control over your time anymore. 2. Comfort addiction. You choose comfort over growth. You avoid hard things because they feel uncomfortable right now. So you stay in what feels safe, even if it keeps you stuck. You stop challenging yourself, and your life stops moving forward. Over time, comfort becomes your limit. 3. No discipline. You wait for motivation, but it never comes. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps repeating. You only act when you feel like it, which is rarely. So your goals stay goals, not reality. And slowly, you start believing you just can't do it. 4. Wrong environment. You are surrounded by people who are also stuck. You talk about ideas, but nobody is building anything. Everyone normalizes staying average, so it feels okay to do nothing. Without realizing it, their habits become your habits, and you end up living a life you never actually chose. 5. Instant pleasure. You choose short-term pleasure over long-term success. You scroll instead of working. You relax instead of improving. Everything that feels good now wins over what matters later. But the cost is hidden. Your future slowly gets worse. And one day, you realize time is gone. 6. Fear of risk. You are afraid to try, so nothing changes. You think about starting, but you imagine failure first. So you don't take action. You stay in planning forever. Missed chances don't look painful at first, until you see others succeed instead. And the biggest risk becomes doing nothing at all. 7. No skills. You don't build skills. That can actually change your life. You spend time consuming instead of learning something valuable. So you depend on time, luck, or others instead of your own ability. When opportunities come, you are not ready for them. And without skills, you stay replaceable. The difference is not luck, it's habits, small decisions, every single day. Discipline when you don't feel like it. Focus when everything distracts you. If you want to stop being broke, start with this. But don't just listen to it. Most people already know this. The difference is, almost nobody actually does it. 1. Cut useless spending. Look at where your money goes every day. Small purchases, subscriptions, impulsive spending. It doesn't feel like much in the moment, but over time, it quietly drains your financial freedom. You start buying things you don't really need, just to feel better for a few seconds. And because of that, you always feel like you're running out of money, even when you earn. Cutting useless spending isn't about restriction, it's about taking control back. Because if you can't control small spending, you will never control bigger money. 2. Track your money. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They think they do, but they don't. Money comes in, money disappears, and they don't even notice the pattern. When you start tracking it, you see the truth. You realize how much goes into things that don't matter. That awareness changes everything, because you can't fix what you don't see. And once you see it clearly, you naturally start making better decisions. Tracking money is not about numbers, it's about awareness. And awareness is the first step to control. 3. Build one skill that can make you money. This is the most important part. Most people focus on earning more instead of becoming more valuable. But money follows value, not effort. You can work more hours and still stay in the same place. Or you can build one real skill and change your entire situation. A skill that solves problems. A skill people are willing to pay for. Something that actually creates value in the real world. Because when you have a skill like that, you are no longer dependent on luck or circumstances. You become useful. You become needed. You become paid. If you combine these three things, you stop being controlled by money and start controlling your life. Not instantly, but consistently. Because real change doesn't come from motivation. It comes from systems you repeat every day. And that is what changes everything. And do it every single day. Even when you don't feel like it. Nobody will change your life for you. And that's the truth most people avoid. You either decide to change, or you stay exactly where you are. Most people will hear this and still do nothing.